What's good, y'all? Listen, look, I'm mad I even gotta say this.
Why are we acting like this is not egregious? Don't get your fucking coat like.
There's nothing wrong with hate. You've got to hate some things with a passion. And destruction, they must dislike and hate with a passion.
Peace, y'all. It's your girl ZZ back with another video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on my notifications bell, get us joined a thumbs up, share this mug, all that. All right, so today we back with another video. Now, this is a common misconception, all right? There has always been, unfortunately, I've been working in the service industry for a very long time, since about 2015, I think 2016. So yes, I've been almost like 10 years, on and off at least, being a waitress, okay, specifically. So I've been in this game a long time, and I have this whole time heard sentiments of, or similar sentiments that Black people don't tip. Okay, it's absolutely egregious, outrageous, egregious, and everything in between. Now, when we say Black people don't tip, you know that we're talking about foundational Black Americans. When you say Black people, most of the time they talk about foundational Black Americans. But yeah, specifically when you're talking about Black people don't tip, that is usually geared towards foundational Black Americans. Now, again, this is a misconception. This is not true. All right. I will tell you this firsthand as a Black person. And I've worked for white establishments, many white establishments. I've worked for Black American establishments. I'm working for a Black American establishment right now as a waitress. And baby, Black Americans, we definitely tip. I would go as far as to say we're the best tippers, to be honest. I've gotten my best tips from Black Americans. But this video right here is a sister who's in I'm assuming it's an Asian-owned restaurant, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm gonna let her tell the story, but it goes back into this idea. It feeds into this idea that Black people don't tip, and it's an egregious result. Let's see.
He said that if I don't give a tip, I'm not welcome here anymore.
We only make like $2 an hour. We work depends on tips.
But you can't force anybody to give a tip.
Well, then I'm not going to service you. Why am I here to bring you food?
That should be your manager. I mean,
you work. We work.
But that's your manager.
No,
Don't come back here anymore. Do not come back here, okay?
I'm glad that you said that. This is Grand Bistro.
Yeah, you're so pretty and you fucking eating your tip. That's horrible.
You can't force me to tip. You are choosing to work for $2 an hour. I'm not forcing you to serve. I'm not forcing you to serve me. I'm not forcing you to serve me. You're choosing to work here for $2 an hour. That has nothing to do with me. That doesn't have anything to do with me.
Okay, please go somewhere else.
And great. And you are being put on TikTok so that you can know.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I don't have to worry about it. Thank you. Why in the fuck? I'm signing the check. The fucking manager comes up to me and he's like, are you gonna tip? Excuse me? First of all, rude as hell. Second of all, he was like, well, was the service and the food good? I was like, yeah, it was fine. And he's like, well, if the service and the food is well and you don't tip, then you can't ever come back here. Excuse the fuck out of me. Now I'm not giving you shit, because who the fuck are you to come up to me and tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing? The fuck? I don't have to do shit. And they were like, well, you can get out. You're forcing me to feed you. You're forcing me to bring you food and you don't want to tip me. I'm not forcing you to do shit. You choose to work here. If you have a problem getting paid $2 a fucking hour, you need to go find you another motherfucking job. The fuck are you harassing customers for tips? And you're too pretty to not tip. I don't give a fuck. I don't owe you shit. And then what pissed me off is when the manager approached me, he didn't approach me respectfully. He approached me rude as hell. He approached me with an attitude. And to me, if you know that you're paying your workers $2 an hour, there should be gratuity or there should be a mandatory tip. And then both of those signs should be posted so that when people come in, they know that there's a mandatory tip. Not walk up to people and be harassing them for tips. And bitch, I don't want to come back here again. I don't have to worry about coming back here again. But the fact that you feel entitled to what's in my pockets is crazy. I don't have to give you shit. I don't owe you shit. And it's crazy to me that instead of you being mad at the motherfucker that you're working for, you're going to be mad at me as the customer. And what makes it so bad is when a lady hopped her ass out of bed this morning, she knew that she was going to be working for $2 an hour. And had the manager came up to me respectfully, I would have gave a tip. But what you're not finna do is think that you finna bully me. Fuck you in this restaurant.
And I'm gonna be real with sis. I'm gonna be real with sister. Even there is no respectful way, because for that to be an assumption, for that to even be a question that's out of this fucking world, egregious, outrageous, everything between, that doesn't even make sense. There's no respectful way to come up and say, "Hey, are you going to tip?" That's not something you ask. Again, I've been working in this industry a very long time. I've never asked the customer, "Hey, are you going to tip?" That's not what you do. Again, like she said, we sign up for this shit. You sign up to get paid $3, $4, $2 an hour. That's something that comes with the game. You know, as a waitress, that you might not get a tip. If a gratuity is not included, then you might just not get tipped. It just is what the fuck it is. It comes with the game. So at no point at any time have I ever had a manager, have I ever had an employee, a coworker, or me myself ever go up to a table and say, "Hey, are you going to tip?" No, it doesn't happen like that. The only reason why he did that is because he was an anti-black racist. Let's just call it for what it is. Let's just call it for what it is. He's seen you as a black girl going there. Yeah, they try to be passive aggressive and say, "Oh, you're too pretty not to tip." No, what it is that, "Oh, we already thought you wasn't going to tip, but we just wanted to see if you was going to prove us wrong." That's all. I already knew you wasn't going to tip. So I just wanted a reason to come over here and harass you. And now that's a valid enough reason for me to go ahead and say, "Oh, you can't come back," because I didn't want you in here in the first place because I didn't think you was going to tip. Period. And not only that, I didn't think you was going to tip. I just didn't want you in here because you're black. Let's be real. Them Asians be racist as fuck. Let's just keep it real. So let me say this again: black people do tip. All right. Again, I've worked in white and black establishments, and both I've gotten my highest tips. I've gotten the best tips from Black Americans, period. All right. Now, I will say there is, because of this idea, and let me just point this out as well, because we know that tips, like most things in America, has a very racist damn history. We know, if you don't know, let me tell you, Black Americans, black people were not being paid like white waitresses. They didn't want to pay us like white waitresses. So they added this tip thing. "Oh, we ain't going to pay you niggas, so y'all can just get tips. Whatever they want to give you on the side, y'all can accept. Y'all can take the little pennies and couple dollars on the side, but we going to pay our white waiters, white waitresses, they get hourly." So that's where the idea of tips came from. It has a very racist history within itself. But besides that, even when we bring that to modern day, black people, when we go into restaurants, let's flip the script. When we go into restaurants, just like this black woman had this interaction with this racist ass manager, we have these sort of interactions with waitresses and waiters all the time. There's very few times that I go to restaurants, whether it's very, very fancy, whether it's just some regular shit like Outback and Chili's, baby, even from 5-star to 1-star. They all have the same problem when it comes to how they treat black customers. They automatically, especially when they're white, but even black or immigrant-owned restaurants, like these Asians, they will have this conception in their mind that we're not going to tip, that we're going to be extra, that we're going to complain, that we're going to send something back, that we're going to it's going to be something. They're going, or just the fact that they're anti-black, and so they don't want to stay in the first place. So they're trying to rush us out. They're trying to get us out. They're trying to, they're not trying to engage much. So I've been to very few places where I've actually gotten great service, where I can say like, wow, that service was actually fucking amazing. And most of the times when I do have great service, it's from a Black American. Truly. So, and that's because we empathize with each other. And we don't have that bias of being anti-black. We don't have that racial prejudice within us. So we don't go into the interaction thinking, "Oh, this nigga just not going to." And even if we do, because sadly, I've worked with Black Americans. I work in a Black American establishment right now. And I even work with black people, and I've worked with black people before who go into certain tables thinking like, "Oh, these niggas ain't gonna tell. Oh, they ain't got it. Oh, they ain't about it." But even them, they go into it going to it with good faith. They go into it at least acting like they got good faith. So they're not going into it where the customer feels like there's some sort of prejudice there. So when you have these interactions and black people don't tip, when black people do go to these restaurants and they don't tip, a lot of the times it's fucking justified. Do you know how many times Now y'all know y'all see me on the internet, okay? I'm not copy and paste the same way everywhere I go, but y'all can see my charisma. You can see my level of friendliness, my level of kind of outgoingness just throughout my videos. Now, I'm very similar. Not even kind of, I'm very similar when I'm at my tables. Like, I don't have the political and the, certain things. It's not at the forefront of my personality while I'm interacting with people, but I'm very friendly. I get a lot of people from up here tell me all the time, like, damn, where you from? And I tell people that I'm from here, but then I grew up in North Carolina. I was like, when you got that southern kind of feel to you, got a real welcoming, a very welcoming, a very warm nature to you. I get that all the fucking time, literally all the time. People tell me that, and it's part of the reason why I make a lot of money on the floor. But yeah. So most of us, when we go into these interactions, and me in particular, when I go into these interactions with Black customers, I'm always very friendly. I'm always very nice, very open. I'm always, open for engagement, for conversation, talkative. I'm always giving suggestions. I give great service, and people are always, and it's a little disheartening. It's a little sad to see how many times I get compliments, not to just boost myself up, but even my coworkers who are also Black Americans. A lot of them, I work with some non-FBAs as well. But my other Black coworkers who I work with who get those same compliments, it's like, damn, it's a little disheartening because I've had this conversation with some of my coworkers, like, damn, like we really do give great service here. I've gone to other restaurants and it's not the same. Like, there are people that really don't even give. There are waiters that don't even smile when you interact with them. There's not a, hey, how you doing? I walk up to the table and I'm very like, hey, how y'all doing? I'm like, so many times I've walked up to the table and just say, hey, how y'all doing? And it's like, oh, whoa. Oh, how you doing today? I'm good. Well, you real bubbly. You real nice. You came over here, just lit the room up. Then you did it. Like, it's sad. How many times I get those sort of comments from Black American customers, because we do not experience that when we go to a lot of these restaurants. A lot of them, you can feel the undertone of anti-Blackness. You can feel but they're not going to tip anyway. So let me just get them the bare minimum, because I don't think they're going to give me shit no way. Or I don't even want them to be up here anyway. So we can feel that unwelcoming, vicious, wicked energy that you're covering up with this passive-aggressive smile or passive-aggressive little smirk, or the cold shoulder that you're giving us, the very quick interaction that you're trying to have with us. We pick up on that. Y'all know Black Americans, baby, we got a sixth sense for anti-Blackness. Like, for real, we pick it up almost, and we clock it damn near every damn time, all right, in every sense of the way. We can smell it on you. So even when you try to holler, we can still tell, like, oh, that was because he didn't want to do that because, okay, I got it. He didn't want to, okay. He only acting like that. Okay, I see him over there laughing it up with them Asians or with them white folks over there, but he come over here, he real quiet, and he just trying to see what we read. He just getting straight to the point and getting about it. So we pick up on that. A lot of the times when if we're not tipping, it's justified. Trust me. And this is coming from somebody who usually tips. Even when I get bad service, I still tip. And that's only because I'm a waitress, and I'm like, damn, I know it might have been somebody else in this motherfucker that may not, whether it was Black, white, Hispanic, whatever the hell, they might have came up in this joint, ran the bag up, and didn't tip them niggas at all, didn't tip them enough. They may have not made enough this day. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to tip something, even if I don't tip 20%, because if the service is really bad, most of the time I'm going to tip 20-25%, to be real. Shit, depending on the bill, I'll tip more than that. So, but if the service is bad, if the service is terrible, if the service is terrible, I'm probably not going to tip. I done done that before, like once or twice, because the service was that fucking bad. But if the service is bad, if it's mediocre, then I might just do 15%, might just do 18%. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still going to tip something. I usually still tip, even when the service ain't good. So this idea that Black people don't tip, y'all have to, well, Black Americans, we got to get the fuck about these non-Black American stores anyways, because again, even the Africans do that as well. All right, the Africans, these Caribbeans, these Black immigrants that look like us, they be having the same, that same prejudice against us as well, and thinking that we don't tip. And it's crazy because some of these Caribbeans, some of these non-FBAs, them niggas don't be tipping. So I ain't gonna even get into that. But some of them niggas don't be, as soon as they pick up on the fact that you're American, especially because I wear my little flag, I had so many Africans, Caribbeans coming in. Oh, is that a Trinity flag? Oh, what flag is that? Are you from the, what country is that? And I'm like, it's the Black American Heritage flag. It's the what? It's the Black American Heritage flag. I'm from here. My family's from here. Yeah, I'm from here. Oh, okay. It's like a oh, it's just the nigga. That's all. It's just the Nakata. Oh, my, okay. And the interaction just kind of it flattens after that. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a level of excitement. It goes up when they think I'm not from here, when I'm some sort of foreigner. But once they realize I'm just a Black American, it's she's just a Black American. Oh, never mind. Okay. You know, like the connection is gone. And I've seen them do that with non-Black Americans. Like I said, I work with some non-FBAs as well. And I've seen that interaction happen with non-FBAs where they're like, oh, you're from my country, or you're from a sister country or a country near my country. And oh, we have this sort of level of connection. And now they tipping them another $50, $75 on top of their gratuity because they understand their language, or they understand, you know, they understand the type of flavors they like, or whatever basis from their country or culture they can connect on. You know, there's like an immediate like, oh, okay, that's family, you know, and there's a disconnect when they learn that I'm a Black American. So that's a whole nother goddamn video. But when it comes to Black Americans specifically, and even the Black Americans that pick up on me, I will say that the Black Americans that when they recognize the flag, or when I tell them like this is a Black American flag, they're like, oh, okay, there's a connection, a deeper connection that happens there. There's we get locked in. Like, okay, that's fair. You know what I'm saying? We locked in a similar way, you know, except for even if we don't do that, the thing with Black Americans is that when I go to places, if I don't have a Black American waiter or waitress, just the fact that they're Black, I'm like, okay, there's a level of like, I'm gonna look out for you anyways because you Black. All right. But when it comes to these immigrants, it's like, now they're not looking at the fact that we Black. They look at the fact that you ain't African. You're not Caribbean. You're not an immigrant. So you're not. It's different. You might as well be a white boy. You might as well be Asian. It's like there's a disconnect once we find out we Black American, and it's not the same vice versa when it comes to Black Americans and non-FBAs. And so yeah, I really hate this narrative that Black Americans don't tip, and I really it disgusts me that so many Black Americans have to go through situations like this when we go out to eat, because I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen so many times, and I've heard, again, sadly, I've even heard this from Black Americans that, oh, well, you know, I can't wait to get a white table because, oh, the white tables, they tip so well. The white tables always tip. And mind you, let me say this, because white tables, again, they don't always tip well. Non-Black tables don't. A lot of them have anti-Black biases, and they go on to tip or they don't tip because they're anti-Black, they're racist. All right, regardless of how the service was. But even moreover, one thing that I've noticed is that when white people come into Black-owned restaurants, in particular, I've been working at this restaurant that I've been working at this Black-owned restaurant for over 2 years now. Whenever, and I promise you it's been the same since I started working, whenever white people, or even non-Black, this ain't just white people, whenever white people, we don't really get many Asians. I could probably count on my hand how many damn Asians that came in that restaurant in the last 2 years. We don't get many Hispanics. It's anybody outside of Black people. It's mainly Black Americans who come into our restaurant, then Black immigrants, and then others. All right, you could just put the others all in one box. Hispanics, white, Asians, you put all the niggas in one box because that's how few that they come up in our damn restaurant. So whenever the others come up in here, they all usually do the same thing. In particular, white people, they usually only get a certain number of things. There's about 5 items. I'm not going to tell y'all which ones because y'all might figure out what I work at and y'all need to know all that. But there's about 5 things. All of them, $30 max. They don't usually get anything on the menu that's more than $30. And trust me, we got more than 5 items on our menu that's more than $30. They don't get anything that's more than $30. They usually get like a salad, a sandwich, some sort of pasta. That's it. And a lot of times they will split the shit. So yeah, they might tip, but they only tipping what, $7, $15 max if it's 2 or 3 of them. But mind you, they don't even come in there in groups. It's usually no more than about, on average, about 2. To be honest, it's usually only about 2 of them on average. If anything, it might be go up to like 5, but I don't think I've ever seen a party larger than about 5 of non-Black people in our restaurant at one time. They don't do that. They don't come in there in large groups, and when they do, again, they don't order much. So we're not getting much money off of them, regardless if they tip 20, 25%, 18, it really don't fucking matter because you're not ordering shit to make your bill high enough to tip high enough. So again, I digress. This idea that Black people don't tip is nonsense. When you go into an interaction thinking with that bad faith, thinking that these people aren't going to tip, of course you're going to get that result. You're going to continue to get that result because Black people, we pick up on that shit. Now, do I understand that there's a level of niggatry here? Yes. I already know. It's some young niggas that coming in. I'm like, okay. And you know, then the young niggas don't tip, or the young girls. It's not even the young dudes. It's the young girls too. These young females that be coming up in these restaurants. Oh my God, they think they want to come in there for the aesthetic, get the cute little drink, coming in with their little heels on. Mind you, girl, you about 21. You just started drinking. Coming in getting a $20 drink, baby. You need to be getting you about a little LIT that's $15. You coming in getting a $20 drink with Patron and Espolon. You want to get a shot of Patron that's $25. And then you look at the bill, it's $150, and you're like, oh, you and your friend like, oh, I don't have enough to take. And I get $10 on what should have been a $25. You know what I'm saying? That should have been $25, $30 tip. And I'm getting $10 because y'all little young asses up in here think y'all grown and you can't afford this damn. Take your low asses to Chili's, okay? And there's a couple other people that is like, okay, I already know. You coming in, you asking like, oh, you know, can I get a discount? Can I get a little free? Can I get this for if I go back there and wash some dishes, can I get something for free? Or, oh, I think I seen something on the ground. Can I get a little discount? Or, oh, I ain't really like my fish like that. Can y'all take it off? And nigga, you done ate half the plate. So there's some niggatry there. I'm not gonna lie. We are victims of white supremacy, baby. Of course, we got some issues. I'm not going to deny that. But to put that on the majority of us, to put that on us as a people, to make that to brand that on us that we don't tip is a straight up fucking lie. It's a lie. I've been in this industry too long. I'm trying to tell you, it's a lie. Trust me. And I've had the opportunity to get off the floor. I had the opportunity to not to do other things within a restaurant outside of serving, but I make the most money serving because I connect with my people. My people know that they pick up on the fact that I love Black people. They pick up on the fact that I have a strong connection to our culture. And so they love that about me. They see the friendliness, they see the charisma, they see the genuine, the authenticity within me, and they connect with that and they want to give. That makes people want to give. All right. So yeah, if you focus on that, then you're going to. That's for Black people. But if you are a non-Black person in the service industry, baby, have good service. It's really just that fucking simple. Be polite. Be kind. Don't be so short with us. Don't act like we are some fucking aliens that you just try to get in and out real quick because you got a service. Treat us like you would treat any other customer, and you will get tipped like any other customer would tip you, right? Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Black Americans, y'all let me know what y'all experiences has been in certain restaurants. Do you tip? Tell me why you don't tip. If you do tip, if you tend to tip, if you don't tend to tip, what is your experiences like? Please let me know. And the waitresses, if you ever worked in the service industry yourself, let me know if you're a Black American that's worked in the service industry, and what has your experience been with other Black Americans as far as tipping? Other than that, baby, that's all I got. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Peace and be one. We do not play, but I green. You fuck with the team, might find your West in the creek.